Hi, let's take a look at Batman Strangest Cases, a reprint of a limited collector's edition, which were a bunch of oversized versions. The Marvel comics were called Treasury, and that name stuck because people call these Treasury editions as well. But they were tabloid sized. This is a regular sized comic put against one of these big boys here. And these were usually about $1 back in the 1970s. Now they're about $15 today when they reprint them. I don't have the original of this, but I want to get this because I do like these oversized editions. I love the way the art looks. I love the paper that they use. It's not the glossy stuff of today. So you get that like yesteryear look and feel of the thing. Here are the contents. These were usually reprints of the time, and this is more of the dark gothic stuff of Batman in the Bronze Age, which is incredible stuff. It's a Redwater, Crimson Death, Night of the Bat, the Batman Nobody Knows, the Demon of Gothos Manor, and A Vow from the Grave. And here's the newer credits. And this is Kane from House of Mystery, and I think this guy is running to a house to hide out, and it turns out to be the House of Mystery from DC Comics. And Batman captures this guy. I love how Batman slips here and he's I knew I should have fixed that loose board, but still, I never expected the great Batman to trip. Could it be he's getting old? That's cool. So. Here's Commissioner Gordon and Batman talking. It's like so he wants him to look into something. So it'll get on that ship and don't show your cowl in Gotham for at least a month. So Kane is going to be telling this story. Pretty cool stuff. Kane and Abel and all these other characters, Eve later on, not really used very much because this is the Bronze Age where they had stuff like House of Mystery and everything, House of Secrets, stuff like that. I really love the DC horror line of titles. Ghosts, I love Ghosts. That's a great little comic series. Here's a spirit here. The Batman raises his eye to the distant ruin and sees Sean, he's heading straight for it. Like, dun dun dun, some sort of like spirit. Doom lives here, go back. Yeah, this was a great get. I mean, like, it's all older comics and stuff and reprints, but this is what I think of when I think of Batman. Like, the blue and gray, sure, but also like this sort of gothic, sort of like almost horror-based stuff. This story is written by Denny O'Neil, and the artist is Neil Adams, of course, and edited by Murray Boltinoff. I've got to do the credits there. I love all this Neil Adams art here. It's fantastic. And in this big, oversized presentation, it's pretty great to see. You can see a lot of great detail and stuff. Here's Night of the Bat. This is written by Len Wein. Bernie Wrightson is the penciler. Joe Orlando is the editor. And, of course, that's Swamp Thing, Bernie Wrightson's Swamp Thing. He's wearing a trench coat. He looks a bit more human here in his proportions. Here's a bunch of stuff. He's throwing cars and everything. Batman's like, crap, I gotta go look into all this. So, here's a big electric chair. I love all these weird lab details back here. Great, like, gothic 1970s stuff, man. It's incredible. Swamp Thing is running amok in Gotham City. Here comes Batman kicking the shit out of Swamp Thing. Cool stuff. Oh, great hunched over Batman. Great classic designs. Coming May 11th, another classic. We invite you to an awesome encounter, the original Swamp Thing saga. And here's Nobody Knows. This is written by Frank Robbins, and the art is Dick Giordano. Dick Giordano pencils. I don't know if he also did the inks as well. Edited by Julius Schwartz. And here are a bunch of different kinds of characters here. I think here they're talking about different encounters of Batman and what he looks like to them, you know. So here's another interpretation of Batman. Pretty fun stuff. The Demon of Gothos Manor, great Gothic Batman once again. Story by Denny O'Neil, art by Irv Novick and Dick Giordano. There's Alfred here. What's going on here? Batman's here to investigate. Great Gothic castle and everything. This is a lot of fun stuff. And so, Mighty Demon, heed us, thy supplicants. And Batman thwarts their plan here. And here is A Bow from the Grave, written by Denny O'Neil. And Neil Adams and Dick Giordano are artists. So Neil Adams, I'm assuming, was the penciler, and Dick Giordano was the inker. This is fantastic. Great Batman stuff. So yeah, this is what I really think of when I think of Batman. Like, yes, the blue-gray and all that stuff, but all this Gothic stuff, moody lines, you know, shadowing, you know, purples and darks in the back. That's what I think of. Other strange cases of the Batman. And then here's like Mike W. Barr talking about you know, Batman and his history and everything. And there you have the, here's the splash of the cover. There you go. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, pretty neat. I highly recommend this. Yeah, you could get these issues like on the back market, but I love the big oversized look. You really get a lot of detail out of that. It looks really great in this oversized format, all the art and everything. So, and lots of great guest stars and stuff. Swamp Thing, Kane, that's pretty cool. So yeah, Batman Strangest Cases. I hope you like going through this with me. And if you like what you saw, please give a like to this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Lots of great comic book stuff on here. So until next time, take care.